And yes, we are back. I'm on a combo, man. I'm trying to get these videos done just real fast. I've been kind of in like a not recording mood because of this. I don't even know how it happened, but fortunately, it's my hair is like I have sand hair, like black sand hair, so it gets stuck in there, so it doesn't actually move too much. Like, I can still use it. It's just like that sucks. Anyways, Diablo video. All new updates from devs, big leaks with new in-game rewards, and new concerns. Server Slam is this week. I think I will only be able to play like one day, unfortunately. But I played the first one, so I'm not really itching to play it. I'm just gonna play it. But let's see what this guy has to say.
Yes, Diablo 4 just got a bunch of new updates with new in-game dungeon teases thanks to a brand new Diablo 4 trailer, which you are seeing right now. Plus, a new promo just leaked indicating there's 5 unique in-game items that we can acquire through this promo. Blizzard's recent AI patent stirred up quite the controversy recently, but what does it mean for Diablo 4 and the dev team? Plus, new Dark Templar concept based on Diablo 4's 6th class leak has everyone talking. This is really cool. All signs.
Again, I don't really care about leaks, so I'm not gonna go on my way to look at them or stop the video for them. If they show up on screen, that's your thing, not mine.
Are also pointing towards more nerfs, perhaps, or will Blizzard take the other route and do buffs going forward? We have to talk about that one. But yeah, check this out right here. And before I go on any further, I got to talk about something that has really helped me out in my personal life. It has saved me a ton of time and a ton of money. And what I'm talking about is HelloFresh. Now, HelloFresh delivers tasty food right to my door, and it's actually much more affordable compared to shopping at the grocery store, and so much more convenient.
I was gonna say if it's better than shopping at the store, this is W. But I just bought like 100 eggs for like $30, so I'm good. And I like cooking, so.
Besides, who wants to go to the grocery store, roam around with a shopping cart trying to find everything, and deal with the long, never-ending checkout line when you could just have it all delivered right to you? And you don't have to worry about preparing complicated meals with tons of cleanup afterwards. Instead, HelloFresh meals can take under 2 minutes to prepare. They taste delicious, are super healthy, and cleanup is easy.
That was a chicken sandwich.
That way, I can actually spend my time chilling and enjoying my games. And yes, I can even enjoy the great outdoors this spring instead of being trapped shopping in some grocery store. And fun fact, HelloFresh is actually 25% cheaper than takeout. That's a lot of money saved over the course of a year. Now, I've been really enjoying HelloFresh for the past couple of months now, and I can confidently say that it's really worth it. There are over 40 recipes and over 100 seasonal.
I would just do chicken sandwich every time.
From each week. Plus, their wide variety of meal options ensures the selection never gets boring.
Every time, that would be me, bro.
So yeah, if you're curious about HelloFresh and want to try tasty and healthy meals this spring, use my link in the description below, or go to HelloFresh.com and use my code POGOWG May16 to get 16 free meals plus free shipping. Once you click, my description will live update to count up the purchases, by the way. And thank you all so much. And be sure to check out HelloFresh.
I kind of want to, bro.
And by the way, a very special thank you to HelloFresh for believing in what I do here on YouTube and sponsoring this video. All right, so we got to start out right here. It goes on to say this. Don't know if it's because I pre-ordered it, and if we scroll down here, it says the availability date for Diablo 4 Ultimate Edition has changed to June 1st. 2023, and a lot of people are wondering, hey, what is going on here? Ron Ferguson goes on to clarify this right here. He says the following: PSA, if you pre-ordered a version of Diablo 4 with early access on Xbox, then you likely received a clarification email explaining that it now launches on June 1st. This is true. Early access starts at 4 p.m. PT on June 1st, with full launch at 4 p.m. PT on June 5th. So,
I don't get
you are getting this news. Do not panic. Do not worry. You aren't missing out. Now, this does also apply for the deluxe edition as well as the ultimate edition on every platform beyond
So
Xbox,
you get to play on the
way. So
first?
Here is further clarification.
I don't get it.
Adam Fletcher, who says this: yes, in some territories, it will launch on 6/1. for early access, and it is one global launch, and so some time zones fall in 6-1 as opposed to 6-2. So that's extremely important to note right there.
Dude.
This is still very much a global launch. All right, so we have this question as well out on Twitter. It says, hey, Joseph, do you guys have plans to allow us to see all the Paragon boards prior to spending points? This way, we can plan a little better while building our characters without needing to respec. Because right now, if you guys don't know, the Paragon boards, at least the further ones down the road as you progress, are completely hidden from view, so planning and plotting is not possible. But Joseph did reply saying this, says, it's something we're definitely getting feedback on and we'll be looking at in the future. Launch really is just the beginning. So I hope they actually do have...
People don't understand. They don't have any plans, major plans yet. They're waiting for people to play the game, suggest stuff, and then they'll put stuff in the works. They probably have some plans like for classes and stuff, but they really are just waiting for the suggestions to come through so they can sift through stuff and make the best live service game they can. It's going to work until it doesn't work.
Feature. I don't think they're going to panic and immediately try to get this in the game out of the gate simply because there's so many third-party sites where you can go to and plan and plot your Paragon boards there. But it would be nice to have it in-game. And we have this one from Chris who says this, Joe, can you confirm that you can actually wear more than one unique item on a character, so I can technically wear a Shaco and a Wind Force, and I will get the bonuses on both? Great question. And Joseph replies saying that's right.
What? Why would you only be able to wear one unique?
You can wear multiple different unique items and gain each.
Is that something in Diablo 2 or something?
So yes,
3?
the more you know. All right, now we have this one right here.
Is that a real question?
The server slam is going to be happening next week. That's going to be May 12th through the 14th. But if we scroll down here, we have a question. Do you know if the HDR upgrades will be implemented for this so we can finally test those out on the PC side of things? And the confirmation is yes, some changes were made that will be reflected in this test because HDR was a big issue, especially on the PC side of stuff. All right, so let's get into that big in-game dungeon.
What are you guys talking about?
It's called, yes, the Throne of Hatred, and we get kind of like a tease here as to what we can expect from this in-game dungeon. It looks very much like a hellscape and very creepy. I'm so hyped to hop into this particular dungeon, but they highlighted it in their brand new trailer that they released, which you can see right here, some of the newer clips that they did showcase in this trailer. I'll link it in the description below if you want to check it out for yourself, by the way. But yeah, it gets me hyped to know that as you go and progress through the game, perhaps it gets more hellscape, darker as you venture forth. That is really, really cool. Now, let's talk about that promo that was recently leaked here. I guess you would call it leaked. Check it out right here. This one comes from Gore Death Kill. And he says, upcoming promo. If we scroll down, it says Diablo 4 partnership sure to spark a chicken sandwich serve.
More chicken sandwiches.
Yes, this is through KFC once again. But there are actual unique in-game items that you can actually acquire through this promo. And there's going to be 5 unique distinct items. What are those items? They have not clarified just yet. I'm assuming they're going to be cosmetics of some sort. We have this hilarious comment right here. It says this, there's going to be so much dumb stuff like this to get exclusive items for the game. Best to realize early that you will miss out on some of them depending on where you are in the world. Can't wait for the $60 codes on eBay for an exclusive fried chicken mount trophy.
If you think they're going for $60, you are delusional. Those will go for like 200, 300, 400 plus, just maybe even higher than that, just so people can be like, hey, I got a fried chicken mount, and you don't, idiot. But in reality, they'll probably bring them down the line, just changed or look different textures.
Yeah, that's exactly what is going to be happening, I am sure. All right, so we got to move on and talk about this recent controversial AI patent. Check it out right here. This is the headline. Blizzard clarifies controversial AI patent will always strive to maintain Blizzard quality, as they say. We'll see if that's true or not, of course. Now, the article goes on to say the following right here. Over the past couple of days, multiple articles have popped up pointing to a patent filed by Blizzard Entertainment describing a process to use machine learning to aid with art. Now, the patent was scrutinized with rather extensive levels of interpretation, leading to the idea that Blizzard would replace the work of human artists with AI. And that's a big concern. I've seen many different magazines and online media outlets actually.
You guys know how I feel about this. It is virtually, and I mean, it's just no reason to be upset. You saw the was it the video with Riker? You saw that video yesterday with the Hatsune Miku. Was it with Riker? No. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, maybe that was an Osmongold one I was watching. There was like this AI stuff. Oh, it was. I think it was a video regarding this. Basically, it's gonna get so good that it would be like it would be stupid of Blizzard not to try to use it because of how good it's going to be, how much quicker you can just get stuff done. If they're serious about making this a live service game and doing new stuff every 3 months, they're gonna use what they can because they want to keep people engrossed in their game so they can make more money. And the reality of it is, if Blizzard doesn't do it, well, truthfully, honestly, everyone else is gonna do it. And that's just how companies work. Like you can literally download browsers with 3.5 Chat GPT 3.5 in it for free. You get what I'm saying? Like it kind of there's no reason not to do it, and it's only gonna get better. And they probably won't disclose it. And I know people are probably thinking about the artists and work and stuff, but it's kind of inevitable. Like I think it's not anything worth getting upset about. You just have to kind of move with it.
Actually firing a lot of the writers because they're replacing them with AI. And yes, it is a legit concern going forward for artists and talent within the gaming industry as well. Now, it goes on to say this right here. First of all,
I feel like as far as the gaming industry goes, artists don't even get enough credit as it is. Like, I don't know a single artist by name that contributed to Overwatch. I don't really know. I know more about the voice actors, but the artists, like, I don't know anything about them. Their name isn't distinctively in the game or in the credits or anywhere to be found. Get what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm just saying, like, artists get treated pretty badly outside of gaming too. And I know it's kind of like a renaissance feel, like, because you feel bad for artists because artists have talent. They're all talented. You just want to see them make it, and this kind of development makes it even less possible for them to make it. I think that is justified to be upset, but it's just like, what can you really do, man?
well, you should always.
I have a friend who's literally an artist. She shows me her work sometimes, and I like it. It's just like it's on the cusp of something kind of unlucky while with AI. So I don't know where it can go. Honestly, I don't know.
Remember an important factor when dealing with patents, which usually the press neglects to mention. Not all patents make it to an actual product or are actually applied. As a matter of fact, only a pretty small portion of the patents that are filed are ever used in practice. So when you read an article based on a patent that tells you that a company will do something or is planning something, that's an assumption that the simple existence of the patent does not actually support. That being said, Blizzard Entertainment President Mike Yarba took to Twitter to clarify. So yeah, let's get straight into what he actually had to say about this one. But I don't even know if it's going to even calm any nerves in the gaming industry about what's happening with AI. All right, so we have this. It says Blizzard will always strive to maintain Blizzard quality. You're trying to associate recent AI advances, generative AI, to something completely unrelated. Now, he says, our approach at Blizzard is to use machine learning and AI in ways that are additive, empathetic, and allow our talented teams to spend more time on the highest quality creative thinking and tasks. And furthermore, he says this right here. I suspect a lot of this would be cleared up had the patent the article was about actually been linked in the article. This isn't AI art. The ethics considerations of this are about the same as the ethics of a Photoshop filter. It's a tool to save time creating variant textures. And this could actually be really useful.
Like, again, people are upset about something that's inevitable. Like, dude, it's not worth even expunging any energy towards. And you were probably under the wrong impression as well.
For example, for the Diablo 4 dev team to use in the
As to
future,
like what you are actually
or
upset about.
even down the road, way down the road with Diablo 5, being able to use a really cool filter over existing textures to make them look and feel different. That would be interesting. Why they need a patent for something like this, that's my big question. But yeah, as it's being described, if it's actually how it works as being described, then I don't think existing artists right now at Blizzard have a reason to panic over, oh my god, I'm going to lose my job to AI. I think that it could actually speed up the process with certain mundane tasks so they can really focus up on what's really important by creating even more unique art pieces. And then again, like use these AI filters to make them look different, textures look different from this part of the world compared to others. That's a sort of assumption that I'm seeing from this one. But yeah, I do get the concerns with, AI art taking over and people lose.
Because, kind of interesting, because what if the whole world was like one big texture, but with a filter, it changes? Like, in this game, there's like snow. So there's like certain things that apply to just the snow textures, but it's still on a presented as a flat surface. And then when you go to the desert, instead of snow, you have sand or rubble or mud. Go to a swamp, you have grass and vines. Get what I'm saying? Like, I think it could definitely put them in the direction they want to be, because they want to just mass produce endless content to be consumed. That is literally what they want. And then they want to just have the battle pass and stuff right there, coincidentally, for you to buy. Like, I think, like for Overwatch 2, if they could get to a point where they're releasing new skins for every character, with the every 3 months, dude. Then just add a hero every 9 months, maybe. Print money. Even though I don't think, even though I don't personally find Overwatch 2 fun, print money. Money printer machine.
Losing their jobs to such a thing. But
Because
we'll
they still have to release the PVE mode and say that mode is low key good. You want to play that mode with your favorite character and a favorite skin. Like, come on, bro. Printer mode.
what happens with
activated.
the advancement of AI art, but it seems like Blizzard right now is trying to keep up with the advancements happening in the gaming industry. All right, so we got to talk about this headline right here. It says Diablo 4 dev explains how they draw the line on builds getting too overpowered. This is an interesting one. It goes on to say the following right here. In the latest issue of PC Gamer magazine, lead class designer Adam Z. Jackson spoke about combat design, admitting that it's fun to be powerful and even to feel or be overpowered a little bit, but that there are lines.
That's why people play these games. You want to feel overpowered. The point of an ARPG, in my opinion, is to, at some point, feel so demonically overpowered that anything that steps in front of you has no chance. One shot, clear, whole room is done. That you want to feel like that, but you don't want to just hop in and get it. You want to kind of work your way up towards that. But that's what every build should. Not every build. That's what most builds should inspire you to do. Just in different capacities. Sometimes it's arc lightning, sometimes it's tornadoes, sometimes it's shuriken, whatever.
Let's
Axe
get
and
into this
swords.
a little bit more, shall we?
Ice
Goes on to say
fire.
this: everything's on a spectrum, Jackson says, adding that the interviewer's necromancer build was outside the spectrum. That's bad luck for this particular wielder of the undead, and might also be a bit of a warning sign for those who would manipulate Diablo 4's classes and builds to become a little bit overpowered. Yeah, recently we got to hear from Riker, who got to try the most updated in-game version of Diablo 4, and he said the Necromancer actually ended up being the weakest of the classes, and his favorite ended up being the Druid, so it's completely flip-flopped from the earlier betas that we have experienced. But yeah, they got to be extremely careful with nerfs going forward, in my opinion. If you are creating an amazing...
Isn't Riker just a normal guy? If I'm understanding this correctly, maybe above average. Dude, that's one opinion. Stop bringing this guy's opinion up like it's Diablo law. Even if he did play it, he simply said he had the most fun with Druid, and he had the least amount of fun with Necro. He didn't say Necro was weak. I, for one, hate summons. I hate minion builds. It's not even fun. It's just not fun.
build, and it's...
So if I were Riker, I would probably feel the same way. I'm like, man, this is just not fun. You're not really doing anything.
Pretty OP and kind of like godlike. Just to have it nerfed at the end, that would absolutely suck. So I myself, I'm more for buffs when it comes to updating and patching the game and classes. So they need to be very mindful of that going forward. All right, so yes, mentioning going forward, check it out right here. It says this pretty much sets the stage for Diablo 4's class builds going forward. Jackson's comments make it sound like Blizzard probably won't be afraid to step in and adjust metrics should they see one particular class build becoming overpowered among its player base. Again, tread carefully, Blizzard. That's all I have to say, or you're going to have a very, very angry community. Definitely.
Too late.
Check this out. This is the headline. It says, did Blizzard accidentally ship some Diablo 4 collector's editions a month early? Maybe. And it seems like they have some partners, you know, with Blizzard, and they got the collector's edition early. In fact, very, very early. You can see it right here. Do not ship before June 1st, 2023. Did this come with a copy of the game? Are they playing it right now? Does it mean that review copies are out in the wild? It could. You know, they could be releasing the review copies this early. This is a very, very big game, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case, because it seems like Blizzard is very, very confident in Diablo 4. This is not the case where they're going to hide this game away from media at all. They are, it seems like, very interested in being open and working with
I mean, they are partnering with KFC.
Feedback and implementing it into actual change, which is very cool to see, I have to say. All right, so we got to talk about that Dark Templar concept. Yes. It was recently revealed that there was kind of like a leak related to Diablo 4's 6th class potentially being either a Holy Knight, or they can go the opposite direction and make it into a Dark Templar. So check it out right here. It says Diablo 4 Dark Templar concept. Look at this. Let me know what you think. This is, of course, fan-made, but this would...
If it's fan-made, I don't care. I mean, it looks kind of cool. Not gonna lie, it looks kind of cool, but it's fan-made, so it is what it is.
Look at this. Let me know what you think. This is, of course, fan-made, but this would be...
Face is kind of weird.
Let me...
Like this looks off. Like the helmet is too big for her head, so it's like basically not fit on her skull properly.
Let me know what you think. This is, of course, fan-made, but this would be absolutely amazing to see in the game. Or, again, would you like to see more of a Holy Knight approach? Please sound off. It's tough. For me, you know, I'm kind of in the middle. I can go either way. I do like the Paladin first and foremost, and the actual look of like the more regal, holy look, I guess you would say, of the Paladin. I think that would be a neat approach, and that might be the direction they might head in, considering they have like a Necromancer who's kind of like more of the dark type class anyway. So my opinion is, more and more I think about it, is they would go for perhaps more Holy Knight. However, it seems like with each iteration of Diablo, they like to introduce a class that is honestly completely unique and totally different, and Dark Templar kind of fits that mold. So yeah, I can go either way for sure. All right, so we have some pleas from the community. Check it out right here. It says this: Blizzard, please let us disable combat text. And look at this. I don't know if this is an over-exaggeration or an actual legit screenshot from the game, but yeah, that's a lot of text to see through, to see that beautiful artwork. So I think this should definitely be an option they should consider. Absolutely. Now, also another plea, and this plea has happened several times, and it is by far the most upvoted thread here on Reddit within the community. Check it out. It says, please, Blizzard, let us zoom out more. It's giving me anxiety the way it's made right now. And
it's giving me anxiety.
a lot of people seem to agree. As you can see, it's kind of zoomed out here for the world boss battles, but that's kind of the zoom function that I think a lot of you guys want to see, is being able to pull the camera out. Now, it seems like there's no plans for this whatsoever right now, according to Blizzard, but I will keep you guys in the know if they do adjust this in the future. Whenever they zoom out like that, they have to consider how computers can actually handle that extra viewpoint, I guess, but I think most would be able to handle it. All right, so we got to go over your top comments for my most recent video, which was this one right here. It says, Diablo 4, the devs just gave an official update. Post-launch is going to be interesting. Check out the video on the channel if you missed it. Let's get into what you guys have to say. So first up, we have this one from Master of Sevens, who says this. Yeah, I think the high...
This guy got the Huey Freeman profile picture. He's not playing.
Hiring spree has less to do with longevity of the game and more to do with Blizzard emerging employees. Yeah, there was a lot of articles about that where a producer from Blizzard came out and said that he's losing a bunch of talent. But you got to remember that that article was about a producer on the World of Warcraft Dragonflight team specifically. Now, more recently, I don't believe we have heard anything about the Diablo 4 team in regards to layoffs or people quitting left and right. About like 2 years ago, we heard that some high-profile talent, senior-level type talent, did leave, of course. That's kind of normal when you talk about senior talent that are, I guess you would say, kind of worn out, maybe want a new adventure, and the team is pretty established. That does absolutely happen. That happened with CD Projekt Red. And there's a lot of controversy right now at Blizzard going on about bringing their workforce back into office, into that physical space, and a lot of people are not wanting to do that. They just want to work from home.
And I don't blame them, dude. Working in an office sometimes is like it's like some people, it's like people our age, at least my age, you know, anywhere from like 21 to like 33. It's like these boomers still don't understand. Like, some days I don't want to come to the office to talk to you. Group chats are cringe. Trying to make everyone be a family when we're clearly not is cringe. Getting so interconnected in each other's lives where we're texting each other outside of work is cringe. Like, not everyone, and it's fine if you like to do that. Go for it. I don't. Be my guest. But it's like to force it onto everyone is cringe. And then when you don't abide, you get exiled. And when things start going wrong in the office, the people who are exiled are the first ones to feel the pressure, and they either quit or get moved somewhere. It's lame. Working from home, you can do your own thing. You can basically wake up, brush your teeth, sit in your underwear, and work diligently. Get the work done. You realize you can do basically 8 hours of work in 4 hours at home, maybe sometimes even 3. Like, working in office, it's so waste, man. It is such a waste.
Threatening to quit. That's a whole other element. Now, unofficially, there have been leaks saying that Diablo 4 has been in development hell and that sort of thing. But even through that hell, the game is turning out to be quite something else and very special, at least in my mind.
I like how you laughed at that part. That's not funny.
That.
That's
we'll
not
see
funny.
what happens when the game finally launches. That's all I have to say. But yeah, there it is. The latest happenings around Diablo 4. Stay tuned for more updates. I have you guys covered. And of course, more open world gaming goodness. And I will see you all next time. Take care.
That was funny that he laughed at that. Anyways, the comments don't really matter too much on these videos. It's just people probably saying what they want from the game, which is fine. Everyone wants something different. I think that's normal. Anyways, that's the Diablo 4 video. We're getting closer. Like I said, I might not be able to play as much as I would want to this weekend, but we'll see what happens. But you know the motto. Thanks for watching. Tell someone you appreciate them, because I appreciate you guys watching. Tell someone you love them. Something is in my eye. Okay, I think I'm good. Anyways, yeah, take care. See you in the next video. Peace.